name is Nordin Tayo, a first year student of Jose College of Education. Now, without any serious objections, today we'll be talking about interjections as a subject. That defines interjections as an ejaculatory utterance usually lacking a grammatical connection, such as a a word or a phrase using exclamation. So we have words like heavens, dear me. B. It can also be a cry or inarticulate utterance such as alas, ouch, foi, ah. 2014, a Ghanaian politician ejected an emotive Akan interjection into a discourse that actually got him ejected from office. What did he say? Well, he was actually responding to a disaffected person from within a crowd who said, cheer. Cheer actually is an emotive interjection in the Akan language which is used to express contempt or disrespect. Now you understand why he responded in such a manner. You might have been hearing the words like interjection, object, inject, eject, reject. They have one thing in common, and that is ject. What does ject mean? Ject is a Latin word jesse, and it means to throw. So when you say interject, inter means between. So interject, you are throwing in between. Eject, it means out. So eject, you are throwing out. And then we have inject. In means in, as in English. So inject means to throw in. That's why you are giving injections on your shoulder. So vaccines are thrown into your body. Now you understand. So from this we can say that interjections are words we throw in between sentences to convey sentiments, emotions, and feelings. Simply put, how to use them in the sentences is what we're going to talk about now. If the interjection expresses strong emotions, set them off from the rest of the sentence with an exclamation sign. So, for example, we have this: ouch! It really hurts. You see how he threw the word ouch into it? The ouch here has no grammatical connection with the rest of the sentence. That is, it really hurts. So you've interjected. In other words, you've thrown out in between. Another example: if the interjection expresses mild emotions at the beginning of a sentence, set them off from the rest of the sentence with a comma. Hi, how are you doing? Now, hi doesn't express something strong, rather something mild. So when you say hey or hi, it's not that strong, so you set them off with a comma. Also, if you throw them in between a sentence, use a comma before and after them, or put them in parentheses. So you have an example. It's left with a week, wow, to my birthday. The wow here has an exclamation sign, and in the sentence we put it in parentheses to set it off from the rest of the sentence. As we've mentioned initially, they have no connection with the rest of the sentence. We only use them to convey emotions, sentiments, and feelings. Now, I want us to take some practical examples from our scriptures. If you go into the Quran, that's chapter 19, verse 23, it says, he said, oh, I wish I had died before this. The speaker here is conveying emotion of sadness. So he says, oh, I wish I had died before this. You can imagine a person in a situation he or she doesn't like. So the person says regrettably, "Oh, I wish I had died before this." Another example from the same Quran, chapter 12, verse 19, it says, "Good news, he is a boy. Good news, he is a boy." This is what we normally do when we get news of our beloved ones giving birth. This you can see the speaker was expecting a boy and he got a boy, and then what did he say? The speaker says, "Good news, he is a boy." Now we move into the Bible, Ezekiel chapter 26, verse 2, and this is a New International Version translation of it. "Son of man, because Tyre has said of Jerusalem, 'Aha, the gate to the nation is broken, and its doors have swung open to me. Now that she lies in ruins, I will prosper.'" This shows someone rejoicing at the trouble of Jerusalem. So the person goes with an emotion saying, "Aha, Benyaje, the gate to the nation is broken. Aha, the gate to the nation is broken, and its doors have swung open to me. Now that she lies in ruins, I will prosper." So, I hope by now you've understood what interjections are and how to use them in sentences, and also you've heard of classical examples of them. We end the lessons here today. God willing, next time we shall talk about another subject. Remember, interjection means to throw in between. It is actually taken from the Latin words inter and jesse. So we have other words that are familiar to this. Inject, to throw in. Eject. My landlord ejected me from the house. That is, the landlord threw him out